What's going on, guys and gals? My name is Neko Fluttershy, and welcome to a video. So, a little bit ago, I talked a little while ago, I don't know how long ago it was, but I talked about how toxic video gaming can be. You know, Call of Duty and things like that, about how men that want to play video games with women, they're automatically called simps and things like that, and how toxic Call of Duty is overall and whatever. But there's a lot more that I would like to discuss in this video. It kind of expand upon these sort of things, and I do believe that it's important to talk about these things, even if you are a channel like mine that doesn't have a lot of viewers and subscribers and things like that. I mean, I have a decent amount, but compared to all these other people, it's not just, it's really not there. But let's begin anyway. Also, a little disclaimer, you're going to hear me say back in my day quite a bit in this video, because it's true. You know, back in my day, video games used to actually be good. And video game, actually, yeah, they're still good. You know, Doom Eternal and Fortnite and whatever, but you know, video games used to be so much better back then. And I sound like an old boomer talking about fucking Atari and Sega and shit like that. When in reality, I'm only 20. I'll be 21 in January on the 16th. So, oh my god, I feel old by saying this shit. Anyways, I need to drink some water. But anyways, let's begin. So, the first thing I'd like to talk about is, back in my day, video games, they came as they were. There were no day one updates. There were no, you know, microtransactions and things like that. Nowadays, you pop in a game, and all of a sudden, bam, there's automatically a day one update waiting for you, most of the time. Not all the time, but the majority of the times. And so, you know, that's a problem, because most of the time, there will be microtransactions abound, which I'll talk about a little bit more later on in this video. So, you got microtransactions, you have day one updates. Well, nobody likes these day one updates. I mean, there's probably some weird person out there that's gonna prove me wrong and say, hey, I actually don't mind day one updates. And my big question is, why? Why don't you mind that? I mean, it takes you a longer time to play a game just because the programmers totally fucked something up in the programming, and it's not as good as it could have been, or whatever. So, like, why would anybody be happy that there's a day one update? It doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. But anyway, fuck. Where's the water? Oh, there it is. I don't plan this shit ahead of time. Woo! That was whatever. So yeah, day one updates are a problem. But what else is a problem is, if it's not day one updates, it's microtransactions. And yes, that dreaded word that everybody seems to hate in video gaming, yet somehow still exists in video gaming as well. Like, oh yeah, there's microtransactions. And then you got like someone that starts hissing at you like a fucking cat. Yeah. And it's like, you know, why do people hate microtransactions? Well, let me fucking tell you why. Because a lot of game developers, they seem to think, oh yeah, we'll just put some microtransactions here and there into our games, and there you go, not a problem at all. we don't need quality control in our video games. We don't need this or that. But in reality, you fucking do. Okay? It's not about microtransactions. You don't need microtransactions in video games. Okay? Now, one thing I've noticed in gaming lately, especially now, is all this kind of really actually got started back in the early days of the I guess the early days of the PS3 and the Xbox 360's life cycles, because of the fact that, hey, you can go online, you can actually chat with people and this and that, you can do this and that and whatever else. But, you know, like, we can charge people now without caring about the quality control of our products and whatever. But wait, there's more! The problem is not just with microtransactions, but another problem lies in the fact that basically no one fucking cares anymore. Yeah, game developers and programmers and publishers, at this point, they don't really care. And if you have a game publisher and developer that actually they do care, which, let's face it, is kinda rare to see nowadays in gaming, but, you know, when that does happen, it's kind of overshadowed by the developers and publishers that don't give a shit. That are more like, yeah, we will totally waste all your time and money on making a shitty product. And another thing about that is, like, well, let's take Cyberpunk 2077 for example. Now, I'm not saying that it's the developer's fault. CD Projekt, I think it's CD Projekt. Whatever the fuck their names are, or the developers of the game, I don't really think it's their fault that the game is bad, honestly. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, why would you possibly think that? They're the ones that made the game. Yeah, so what if they're the ones that made the game? That doesn't automatically always mean that it's their fault that the game sucks. From what I heard on the internet, it seems to be that they're telling people that they were trying to tell people that the game was not yet finished. The game was not ready for release. But the marketing people, the people that were marketing this game and, you know, all this kind of shit, they were like, yeah, you know, yeah, yeah, we need to put this game out. It doesn't matter how, you know, how much sales we get, or, I mean, it's all about the sales. No one cares about the quality of the game anymore, you know. We'll fix it later. But, you know, when the developers of, you know, the game Cyberpunk 2077, when the people that are making the game is basically flat out telling you that they're not ready to publish the game and put it out on store shelves or on, you know, stores in general, and, you know, things like that, something is up. Something is completely up. You know something is wrong when these developers are telling people, hey, our game is not ready, we don't think it should be released. But it got released anyway. Now, most of the time, people like Activision and EA, they don't give two shits. Mostly EA. Because they think, oh, microtransactions are better than an overall finished product. Now, I don't know about you guys and gals, but I would rather have a finished product right out of the box, where there are no day one updates. I don't want to spend a lot of time updating a fucking game. I don't want to spend the entire day waiting for an update to happen, or half a day, or whatever, when I could spend that entire day playing the damn game. But wait, there's more to this. So not only do I think it is, bullshit that this is happening, but also the very fact that, let's face it, video games are just not as thought out as they used to be. I mean, look at Mario Kart Double Dash. And again, I could say that all the time because I love that game. Why is Mario Kart Double Dash my all-time favorite video game and favorite GameCube game? Well, I'll tell you. The first thing about it is, it's a really well thought out game. And, the controls are good, the overall graphics are good, the physics are good, everything about Mario Kart Double Dash is good. The controls are really well made, the soundtrack is good, the character selection, everything about Mario Kart Double Dash is good. The GameCube itself is amazing. And the fact that Mario Kart Double Dash was on the GameCube, which is my all-time favorite game system, that also says something. And it was unique. Yes, it was a kart racer just like, the Mario Kart series. The rest of them, Super Circuit and 64 and Super Mario Kart, things like that. But it had something new to offer, something unique that you never really saw in the game itself until it was a thing. And now look at most of these games. Most of the games that you see now are, oh, yeah, well, let's fucking shoot shit, okay? Let's give our characters guns and shoot things in the first person view, and let's do that. Honestly, I don't mind that at all because it's like, I do like a bit of Call of Duty and things like that. But however, it's not the go-to thing. I don't really think that every game should be a fucking shooter, okay? Or a sports title. I was never really a fan of sports games, yet people keep pumping them out. Honestly, I do think that with sports games, they're overrated. Everybody can go outside, well, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people can go outside and play a little bit of football or basketball, baseball, things like that. They can go out and play that. Some track and field, some bowling, and things like that. Meanwhile, games like The Legend of Zelda and Mario Kart, you can't just go out in a fucking go-kart with nuclear bombs and fucking red shells, blue shells, and blow shit up. You can't do that. I mean, yeah, you can go out in go-karts, but you can't, do that sort of thing that you did with, whatever it is that you're doing. So that's why I think that video games were so much better back then, back in my day. Because video games actually, yeah, there are times you get indie developers that have unique concepts for video games and things like that. But also, like, and this is another thing, even if you have a unique idea for a video game, like let's say Fortnite, it's a battle royale style game. That's cool, that's fine. However, once you have a unique idea for that game, everybody's gonna go and copy it. That's what they do. When Minecraft was popular, everybody was trying to copycat Minecraft, and the overall design and physics of the game and the style and everything. It was a ripoff of Minecraft, and you can still see that today in certain video games because it's so popular. And when it comes down to it, I always kind of thought that there are times that not remaking, but like certain games, they are pretty fun when you think about it, even if they are just, you know, shitty knockoffs of, you know, better games. But again, back then you had a lot more creativity now, and not everything is a giant fucking shooter. Not everything is Doom Eternal or Halo or Battlefield or anything like that. You know, there's actual differences. There's actual games at the time that were fun to play and are still fun to play to this day. You didn't really have to worry that much about playing shitty, dysfunctional Call of Duties or Halos or Battlefields or whatever. And another thing about it is video gamers nowadays are never really happy. Sure, you give them a little bit of Call of Duty, Halo, Battlefield, whatever, they're fine. But if it's not to their liking, they're gonna start World War III. They're gonna start bitching at you left and right. Be like, oh, no, 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 no. No, no. This Call of Duty game is not to my liking. I will fuck this game in the ass. Fuck Activision, fuck Treyarch, fuck this and that. Honestly, I've always kind of thought that that is a problem. Because, you know, well, think about it. You know, playing certain video games, it's art. Haha, you're dead. But, like, video games actually had somewhat of a purpose to it. And, whoa! No, 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 no! Ooh, I should not have been there. But anyways, like, you know, you had ideas, you had some good things that happened, but now it's like every game is kind of the same. And it honestly doesn't really make sense. And I get it. Whatever's popular, like space shooters, like, you know, Halo or things like that, or games that take place in the future like Doom Eternal and Halo and all that, yeah, that makes sense. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, because Doom Eternal is fucking awesome, and Halo is fucking awesome, and Call of Duty is awesome, and things like that, but, you know, not every game in existence has to be a fucking shooter. Just like not every video game has to be Battle Royale based, or have Battle Royale elements into it. One of the problems with gaming now, again, is everything is kind of identical, and they have everything. They're all trying to rip off each other just to get money and whatever, and it's kind of bullshit. But another thing, like back in my day, you know, like, we actually had opinions on things. We could actually say whatever we wanted about video games, about what our favorite game was and why that is, you know, why we love this game, why we love that game. But nowadays, if you have an opinion that's different from other people, and this is for anything, not just video games, but for the sake of everything, I'm just going to say video games, because it's kind of true. With video gaming, well, it's bad. Nowadays, you go on, you know, Facebook, Twitter, and you say, oh, hey, I don't like Fortnite. 2 seconds later, you got a bunch of little fucking kids all over the place shouting at you left and right. How dare you not like Fortnite? How dare you not like Call of Duty? How dare you not like whatever? You know, the gaming community is pretty fucking toxic in certain areas. Like I said, Call of Duty and Halo before. But other games like Minecraft, and it seems like every single video game out there has a spot of toxicity when it comes to gaming. You know, Minecraft and Fortnite, you got a bunch of little kids that don't like when you say that this game sucks or that game sucks. And, you know, a lot of kids, even people that act like little kids on games like Call of Duty, even if you like the game, that's apparently a problem, because if you like a game like, let's say for example, Walking Dead Survival Instinct, a lot of people don't like that game because of all the bugs and glitches and things like that. But the Walking Dead Survival Instinct is a very playable game. At least it's not Ride to Hell Retribution, where you fall through the fucking floor. Or other games where you fall through the floor. You know, and at least it has some fucking hilarious glitches at that. And now that's another thing. Skyrim is one of those that's a buggy mess in a way. There's a lot of bugs in Skyrim. And yet, people think that Skyrim is one of the best games of all time. And I have to agree. I love Skyrim. Skyrim is fucking beautiful. Even if it's half-assed by Bethesda and things like that. You know, it's still really good to look at. It's still fun to play. The glitches are hilarious. And a lot of them you can basically trigger on command. But I digress. You know, you say something bad about someone's favorite video game, or you have any negative views on that. Oh, I don't like this Call of Duty game because XYZ. Well, now you done pissed off someone. And, you know, like, I told someone I was not a fan of Undertale. Like, I mean, Undertale's a decent game and all. Like, it's an okay game. But I say things like I don't like Undertale, and do you have any idea how many times I have been condemned to hell over just that opinion? Now, I don't really care if you like Fortnite or not, or Undertale. I mean, you like what you like. It doesn't really make a difference to me. But just, because I mean, I do tolerate the fact that Undertale exists, okay? But the problem is the fan base and the people that are in these things. They go fucking insane if you disagree with them. If you say anything bad about their favorite video game, you not only will you be condemned to hell, but you'll have people trying to find your IP addresses and people trying to find where you live so they can beat the shit out of you, or kill you, or fuck your mother, or something like that. Like back when Xbox Live used to be really popular on the 360, you had everybody and their fucking cat trying to fuck your mother, fuck your father, fuck your dog, fuck your cat, fuck your brother, fuck your sister, fuck your aunt, uncle, grandmother, grandfather. They will even fuck your entire couch. They will make love and sex to your couch. God damn it. Yeah. But in all seriousness though, like, come on people. Just because I don't like a certain game, or I don't think it's the best video game ever, you're going to condemn me to hell? Wow. That's really gonna make me love the game even more now. I really think that Undertale's the best game ever because you just threatened me and things like that. No. That's not how this works. If you don't like a game as much as some other people, that's fine. If you love a game more than other people, that's fine. But you have to accept other people's opinions. Or, well, not accept them, but you have to respect them, okay? Honestly, I'm fine if you like a certain game, or you like, and this goes for anything. I don't care if you like My Little Pony or not. I don't care if you like Skyrim or not. I don't care if you like Fortnite or not, Call of Duty, whatever. I don't care what you like, what you don't like. As long as you can respect what I like and what I see value in, then that's all that really matters, because, like, I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's just a video game. Like, a lot of people, after a while, they found out that Doki Doki Literature Club was not one of the best games. I mean, it was a good game. Yeah, I love it. And the only thing I really like about it nowadays is Monica. That's because Monica is my waifu. But, like, there are still some people that are diehard fans. They make mods and things like that. They make fan art, fan songs, and things like that of the game. Now, I again love Doki Doki Literature Club. That's actually one of my top 10 video games right there, is Doki Doki Literature Club. Again, for the sole purpose that Monica's in it. But, you know, it's got a decent story to it. It's got a good aspect to it of horror. And, you know, suspense, and that something is not right. So, you know, and it's fine if you don't like it. But, again, just respect the fact that people have different tastes and opinions. And don't condemn people to hell just because they don't agree with you on Fortnite or Call of Duty. And other things like that. But another thing I think, and also, like I said, you know, back in my day, we actually had opinions, and we could actually say them without being criticized too much about whatever the opinions were. In addition, like, back in my day, like, we used to have fun with playing video games. We used to, you know, just be like, yeah, fine. And if we lost a match or whatever, we wouldn't get too upset. But nowadays, it's like, it's a fucking rule. If you lose a match of Fortnite or Call of Duty or Halo or whatever, your job is to fucking yell fuck and shit and throw your controller as hard and as loud as you fucking can. Okay? Like, that seems to be a fucking unwritten rule now. That you have to do it every time you lose a match, every time that you lose the game, every time that someone kills you. Now, video games are not meant to be taken seriously like that. Okay, people? Like, okay, I get it. It's frustrating when you die in video games. It's really frustrating when you have to deal with the fact that you lost a match, or that you died when you could have survived and done better things and whatever. But, like, try to think about what you could have done better. Strategize and things like that. Don't get pissed off about the fact that you died. And don't start yelling at everybody just because. Like, that is why I don't play multiplayer. That's part of the reason why I don't play multiplayer on games like Call of Duty. Because it seems like if I do, there's always that one person, either on our team or on someone else's team, you know, on the opposite team, that yell at each other, that are pissed off about the fact that they lost the match and lost the game, and they're gonna kill everyone, and they get pissed off, and then they start using a bunch of racial slurs and wanting to fuck you and fuck your mother, fuck your dog, whatever. And I'm like, really? Over a video game? Like, we're not running esports here, okay? We're not running an esports tournament. It'd be fine if we were. Like, I totally understand, you know, like, and you know that if you're doing esports, and anybody that is actually in esports right now or is practicing to become esports material, you know, it's totally fine to kind of get a little upset, because I mean, hell, there are times I'm like, fuck, I died. But I leave it at that. I don't complain about how bad my teammates are. I don't, because most of the time it's mostly my fault why I die, and I know that. I know it's more my fault because, well, I'm not the best at Fortnite. I'm not the best at Call of Duty. I'm not the best at any video game that I play. But at least I have fun during the whole thing. And also, if I do yell, I'm like, oh, fuck you, you fucking asshole. Like, it's mostly because I'm recording and I'm doing it for the sake of a video. just to kind of, I don't really feel that way toward these people, and I don't really act that way, and if I do, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as the fucking majority of people and things like that. But honestly, I just think that people need to stop taking video games so seriously when they're not in any actual competitions. Like, I mean, it's fine if you're doing esports or some other competition. That's totally fine. But if you're just playing a game casually, like what a lot of other people do, then you really shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't be so pissed off about the fact that you lose a match or whatever. Oh, you're dead now, but you were dead before. Ah, fuck you. Whoa! I'm dead! Daddy's gonna die! Daddy's gonna die. Ah! But yeah, like, I mean, that kill, I guess, was, in a way, was kind of my fault. I should have just, like, kept running, in a way. I shouldn't have, like, stopped. To kind of do something like that. I probably could have escaped the storm. But a lot of people, they take video games way too seriously. Video games are meant to be fun. They're meant to be a way to, make friends and share interests and overall just have fun, have a good time. And in some cases, escape the real world and reality. And honestly, like, I've noticed that a lot. Like, people take video games way too seriously. And I don't get that. I don't understand why video games are so serious nowadays. Like, and again, if you're doing esports, then pretty much you're not supposed to take that gaming session really lightly. You're there because you're the best of the best. You're one of the best of the best. And it's your job to secure victory and try to be the best that you can. And things like that. But the problem is, most of the people that claim they're a part of esports, they're not a part of esports. They just say that just to excuse the fact that they're getting pissed off over a simple video game. Which, in my personal opinion, is complete bullshit. There is no way that you should ever be so pissed off over a simple video game. Now, I get it if a game is completely frustrating. Now, and that's another thing. Back in my day, if we did get pissed off at a video game, it was because it was mostly because the game was unfair. The game was bullshit. The game was being a complete asshole. Not because we're doing multiplayer or something like that. And honestly, I just think that more and more people need to see that and realize that, yeah, video game has gotten more toxic over the past few years. And like I said before, I think most of it is the fact that it's all online now. That there's a lot of multiplayer games online and things like that. And a lot of people, and most of these, I think, in my personal opinion, have to do with the fact that, again, it's all online. So you can play a match of Call of Duty or Halo online or whatever, and it's whatever. But, and then that's another thing. Online gameplay has gotten ridiculous. Like, honestly, I just don't, I do love online play because playing with people online is fucking awesome. You can hang out with your friends and whatnot. But, one of the problems with online gaming is the fact that you run into a whole bunch of idiots. and you run into a whole bunch of people that take video games way too seriously when they shouldn't. And you run into a bunch of people that they honestly don't know entirely what they're doing. And by they don't know what they're doing, I mean they definitely have no clue what they're doing. And so it's like, you know, it's like, why bother with whatever when people can get pissed off over a video game at any time? There's no real reason to get pissed off at video games. Oh, you're dead now. Haha. But, yeah. And that's another thing. That I need to mention. When people kill someone in video games, in like a Call of Duty match, or Fortnite, they always think they're hot shit. They always think that, oh, I killed you, that means I am esports material. That means I'm #1. That means this, that means that. But it doesn't mean anything. Just because you killed someone in Fortnite or PUBG or whatever game it is that you killed that person in does not mean you are the best. So stop acting like you're the best, because let's face it, you are not. Okay? Like, I killed people in this game. Like, you saw that. You saw I can mow down some people with shotguns and sometimes other kind of guns. But you don't hear me complaining about being the best Fortniter in the history of Fortnite. Because I know I'm not. I know I am probably one of the worst players. Well, not one of the worst, but like one of the least capable and quality gamers out there. And I know that. And I accept that. More people need to kind of be like me in a way. And I'm not saying that as a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, more people need to be like me and other gamers that, A, don't take video games too seriously, and that, B, you know, they don't think they're hot shit just because they killed someone in a video game or a match of Call of Duty or Fortnite. Because, yeah, you say that, and then the next person that comes along will kill you. So, yeah. That's a little something to think about. But also, just don't take video games too seriously. And even if you are doing esports and things like that, which, yeah, you're more likely to, you know, do that sort of thing. Take video games more seriously, which, I mean, in a way you should, because you're there, again, because you're the best of the best. Or one of the best. And, you know, you need to be more that way. You need to be more like, yeah, okay. So, it's game time. Time to be serious. But other times, like, if you're playing a game like Fortnite casually, or you're playing any video game casually, just don't get too excited or pissed off over whatever, because that's toxic as fuck, okay? But that's another thing. Like, some people say that, oh, it's not really toxic when this or that happens. Actually, yeah, it is. Because, you know, you're getting pissed off over a video game. When the majority of gamers and people who, maybe they're not actual gamers in the usual sense of the word, but like, they play maybe a match of Call of Duty or something before they go to work, or after they go to work, or something like that. Like, they're just playing to have a good time. They're not playing to hear you bitch about how horrible you are, or how bad everyone else is. They're just playing Call of Duty or Fortnite or any game because they want to have a good time. And that's a lot of toxicity in video games. Anyways, guys and gals, that's gonna be it for this video. Yeah, there's a couple of other things I probably could talk about right now that is toxic in gaming. Haha, you're dead. Hey, I killed someone, guys and gals. I'm the best Fortniter in the world. I can kill ninja. No, I can't. But anyways, guys and gals, like I said, that's going to be it for this video. If you like this video, give this video a like. If I was fine too. Don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on the whole damn thing. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon down below to get notified of my future uploads and live streams or whatever the fuck else that I do. Follow me on Twitch because I do some live streams on there occasionally. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, people. And fuck. Yeah, there you go. Good. And bro hoof. Boom. Now I just gotta, in a way, escape the storm because. Mew. Ba-da-bam, ba-da-bam, bam, 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 bam. Meow, 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 motherfucker. Meow, 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 and everything. Cause I'm a goddamn cat and I meow at everything. Fuck! There you go. Ha ha ha. Let's actually, before I go, five. Ha! Wow, you have a lot of health on you. Ooh, epic pistol. Oh shit. Oh, that was a good kill. That was a really good kill. You were waiting to use that. Damn.